Let me show you how AiKYNETIX assesses the counter movement jump. So most athletes think jump height is the only thing that matters, but height is just the surface. AiKYNETIX shows the full story, so it's going to show how much force you can produce, how fast you can apply it, and how efficiently your body uses it. Okay, so let's get into some jumps here. We're going to just analyze some form, see how it looks. So right here, just from the naked eye, looking at my form, the fundamentals are there. It's solid. I maintain balance. I keep my posture upright. My knee angle, as you can see on the right side, is about 94, 96, which is optimal range for force production. So just a brief background about me. I've strength trained and run consistently over the past couple years. So I've given a solid force production and endurance, but I haven't put much focus on speed and plyometric training in the past. And you can see that in my data as we'll get into it. So right here, I kind of get stuck at the bottom of my load. And it shows right here in my RSI mod. This simply just tells us how springy we are and how explosive we are during our eccentric phase of loading. So in simple terms, I'm just spending too much time on the bottom of my takeoff. So how to improve RSI exactly? The key to training is to produce force quickly and to rebound faster off the ground. So strength alone won't help this. What we need to work on is plyometrics, speed, strength work, short ground contact, and obviously consistency. So we can incorporate things like box jumps, depth jumps, pogo hops, hurdle jumps. So my number shows I have strength, but I'm clearly not bouncing back fast enough. That's why my jump height is lower than it should be. So improving RSI means improving efficiency, turning force into performance, and for athletes, that's the difference between being strong and being truly explosive. So next we're going to look at ground reaction force. This comes straight from Newton's third law. I'm sure everyone knows it. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So the harder you push into the ground, the harder the ground pushes you back. Just from my 3 jumps, you can obviously tell my first one was my best. So at takeoff, it's obvious that I can push hard to the ground and it gives me plenty of strength to launch myself up. So just observing the GRF alone, I have the horsepower to create big force, so my body is handling the big impacts, but the missing piece is still my efficiency, so I'm not turning all that force into height, which, as we can see, is from my RSI being too low. So this video is really just the basics of counter movement jumping and how we can implement AiKYNETIX to observe these 2 metrics. So ground reaction force, RSI, these 2 are going to play a big role in any jump really. So in the next video we'll dive deeper into RSI and what it really tells us about explosiveness, why it's such a key metric for athletes, and the exact training I'll use to improve mine. So if you're trying to jump higher, run faster, or just be more explosive, make sure to check out my next video. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.